So I've spent a lot of time building up the space, but what I've realized is that I've kind of been neglecting this side just a little bit, and the details on the outside are also not quite there. So let's spend some time detailing with armor stands, as on this open server we got a nice mod that allows us to do way more stuff with armor stands, and I kind of want to try myself with that. Okay, now I've tried making some sort of wandering, like wandering traders maybe? Maybe even pilgrims, I don't know, that are sort of traveling all the way to this cathedral. And one is actually pointing at the cathedral, which I think looks really cool. And yeah, I also got this little tent with Shrek singing at the campfire. Now, is that everything I added? No, I added these two guys fighting on top of the gate. Decorated the storage house area with Shrek sitting on the roof and these two guys just walking. Well, one of them is a kid. There's a guy chilling on the roof of the church. Outside, we got another one pointing at the cathedral, and the inside is filled with people. Okay, now the base is finally detailed, but someone just DM'd me that I can finally blow up the base that's right over there, because he apparently moved. Why do people let me do this? Yup, there was a base once over there. It's gone now. Okay, now base is throwing out the way. I really want to kind of transform this whole area over here. Now, you might ask yourself how I'm able to afford building all of this without any material gathering. Well, we destroyed so much for the cathedral that I'm basically rich. Yeah, so let's see what we can do. Okay, now obviously this terrain isn't quite done yet, but I actually want to kind of spend some time talking about this because I've kind of spent a little bit of thought behind this. I know. I usually don't do this. I'm not even gonna lie, but you see, well, we had this side already figured out, right? But what I've realized is that this kind of like stone of the church, this just doesn't really fit in with this kind of cliffs here, because they are all like really bright red and stuff. So what I decided to do is kind of mix it in. Since you know how rivers kind of form, it's like water that goes down and like erodes the stone over like thousands of years basically. And I kind of thought that like we could have like a section with red stones kind of here and one with gray stones, and the river kind of divides it, but obviously not perfectly, which is how I kind of like came up with the idea of sprinkling in some little bits of red rocks here and there on the other side as well. And yeah, I think it's turned out really good. Now obviously this is not even close to being done. Now one thing I'm also kind of proud of is this river over here with this muddy shore where like the leaves of the orange trees just get blown into the river and somehow manage to find their way onto these muddy shores, I guess. And yeah, I just think those are some pretty nice and important details that add some more life into this area. Now, I kinda need a lot of spruce and oak to finish this build, so... Alright, now with the wood collected, we can finally go around and fix up these areas that I've kind of just left out because I didn't have enough wood, and I think it should look way better now. Alright, well, here's a problem. You see this all, right? Well, that's kind of supposed to be here, as I wanted to connect a bridge from, you know, this side all the way up to here. But I kind of realized that the bridge was really small, and I wasn't actually happy with it at the end of the day. So I just decided not to build it right now. And I guess now we somehow have to fix this up. Alright, let's just get some stone and see what we can do. Alright, what am I even... Okay. This is kind of bad. I don't even know what to do here. This is the worst part though. So I guess we just tackle it right off the bat and see what happens maybe. I have to kind of get this angle right. Alright, I think I'm kind of figuring something out. Look, this area doesn't, yeah, this doesn't even look that terrible. Like, it definitely misses some texturing. Okay, look at this. This is fine. Look, yeah, like, low-key, I'm happy with that. That is totally acceptable. Alright, let's move on with this all being finished. I still want to add like a bunch of plant life, trees, all of that onto here, because right now we just have this random wheat field, which is like really out of place right now, to be fair. But I want to add a lot of trees. As you can see, there's still some holes where some trees will go. So let's add in some trees, kind of fitting in with this autumn vibe. They won't be exactly the same, because I kind of want to mix it up a bit. So yeah, small spirals there, but yeah, let's see what we can do. The first prototype of our red pine trees. Also, look where I'm standing. I'm literally on the cathedral, which is kind of crazy because look what it... Yeah, no, this is not finished at all. Anyways, these are the first trees I've put in here. Obviously, there's more to come. I also want to like add in just some normal like trees like here. Yep, oak trees maybe? I don't even know what those trees are. Let me know if you got any sort of idea what that could resemble. Alright, let's talk about the trees. So these are our red pine trees. I've just used a bunch of like nether wart blocks and some red nether bricks for the leaves, which is pretty cool. And then I also got these like mangrove fences that kind of drip down, which I think looks sick. I mean, look at this. It's kind of like resembling the pine trees a bit, like a little bit better, I guess. And yeah, I'm really happy with that. I think that is a really nice addition to this whole area, kind of. But yeah, like the stem is kind of just some basic like stripped spruce with some mud and some jungle planks, I guess. I also mixed in some dark oak, like as some like to get in some shadows, I guess. And I kind of like made them like lean towards the river, like towards the edge, which kind of makes this really nice curve here, as you can see. But let's add in some normal like autumn trees where these holes are, and let's see how the result looks. Okay, look at this. Now I only added 3 trees, but the last one is actually like, that took so long. You don't even know. That took like multiple hours. For some reason, whenever it gets to like the top of the tree, it just takes so long. Anyways, I think these orange trees are the missing piece that kind of connects this side with this side, because they are a little bit different. They're not totally different, but they do kind of vary like quite a bit. I won't even lie. So yeah, I think these orange trees, like, they do kind of connect this whole thing very well. And I think also like the space where I place the tree at, I think is pretty good, because it seems way taller than it actually is. Now, many of you might ask yourself why this episode took so long to make, and the reality is that I just didn't have a lot of time, like with school and me being ill and all of that. So I guess you want to support me and get members now, so you know, you can leave some support there. I don't know. But yeah, this episode was kind of just me playing Minecraft. I didn't really have any like goal I was aiming for besides, you know, detailing like this city. It's not even a city, besides like detailing our base, you know, getting some like stuff on the other side of the river, which to be honest, it's not even that small, but like still. Next episode, alright, it's gonna be a big one again, trust me.